I'm back. This is Chandler for Melder Production, and today I'm going to show you how you can use filters in an interesting way in MSoundfactory. So usually you use filters, I guess, in a serially, but I'm going to show you how you can use them in parallel. And there's lots of other synths that can do this, but with MSoundfactory, since it's modular, you can use multiple filters to create all sorts of interesting rhythmic effects. So here's something I created just using one before this is devised. It should be in the factory presets for MSoundfactory. You can hear it here, like this. Okay, so you can hear it just kind of like I call this 80s TV drama because it reminds me of something you'd hear on like 80s TV. But anyways, all this is just basically an oscillator or two oscillators and then a filter. And the filter is set to step sequencer mode and it's playing this. So this determines the filter. And of course you can change the shape here. I have it on pluck, but you could change it to something else like fat pluck. Or let me see, sharp pluck. Or even like sine wave. And so that's the basic idea behind it. But I thought, what if you did this with, multiple filters? So that's what I tried here. I'll show you the basic idea. So here we have just an oscillator set up to super saw, like this. And then we have a filter. So let's add an LFO to this. Okay. So we have our LFO now. But one thing we need to do is first sync this. Make sure it's at length 1 bar. Second, turn on the step sequencer. Now we need to edit the step sequencer. And I'm going to set this to 16. So this will be 16 notes. 16 notes in 1 bar. And from here we can go in and add whatever we want like that. But let's do a Euclidean rhythm. That's actually one of the things I really like about this is you can use these types of Euclidean rhythms or other interesting rhythms to create unique shapes and sounds and things. So let's see here. I think I did 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. 1 2 1 2. So let's try this. So we have this here. We'll probably have to mess with the depth a little bit, but let's hear how this sounds. So that's cool, but let's do a little bit more. Let's add another filter here. So we're gonna just click here, put another filter in here, and now one thing you need to remember to do is right click this and change the input to 1. I'll just turn this off for now so you don't hear the first one. And we'll do the same thing with this. Let me set it to 24, and we're gonna use LFO2. Now we have this set up. We'll do basically the same thing. Turn a step sequencer, make this 1 bar. And for this, we could do something different. Like let's leave it at 8 and try something similar like this. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Okay. So now let's hear this one. So that's cool. And another thing we can do here, which I'm going to recommend doing, is using a mixer. And you might think, like, what's the point of that? You can already adjust those easily. But as we add more filters, you'll see it becomes much easier. Just right click it and then click input 1 and 2 and then steal input 1 and 2 so everything goes into here. And so now we have 2 of them and let's hear them. So that's becoming more interesting, but let's add just one more. Now you can add as many as you want here. Like you see here where it has 6 rows. There's actually, you can use the modular and then I can add even more in there if I wanted to. So I could do whatever I want to. Actually, I'm not sure if it's the modular or the modular 2 line in. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah. So there's a lot of these to play with, but the point is you can do more than just one. And I'll do the same thing here. Okay, everything's set up. And from here, I'm just going to mute these 2. and just have the third one playing just so I can hear that by itself. Go in here and let's do something a little bit different. Use the same 24 decibel per octave, add this in here, but let's actually keep this on a sine sweep for this. And let's set this to, let's say, 4 bars. I want just a really slow sine sweep to go through here, like a filter sweep. So let's hear this. So I like that. Now let's put them all together, like this. And one of the great things about using the mixer here is I can actually pan these left and right. So let me just pull the gain down a little bit. It's a little bit high. Now let's hear it. So now I have those on the left and right. I'm getting a nice stereo signal. I'm getting some movement. And so if I have something like this, I can just go on top of, let's say, this chord progression and just play it and get something interesting. So if I just had it, for example, if I turn everything off except for the oscillator like this, it sounds like this. Which is fairly boring. But if I turn these on, now we have this. So I just added some rhythmic interest with that, and I'll show you one more thing. This is just something I've been working on. So this is a device that hopefully I'll submit and hopefully be in the factory content. And basically this does the exact same thing. It's 3 different filters and I can control them both here like this, and I can add these in here just quickly to create whatever rhythm you want from the easy screen. And it also has one just LFO. So tell me what you think. Should I leave this as an LFO or should I add it as another step sequencer? But anyways, it sounds like this. I'll let you hear it. Yeah, and I could even add the other filter in here. Have it half speed. Let's add it at normal speed. So, and let's change this to normal pluck. So we have something like this. So it's just an easy way to get lots of movement and interesting things going on with a simple chord progression. So tell me if you like this. If you do, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below or a question, and check out all the other products at melderproduction.com. Until next time, see you.